I can remember having, when you and I were working together, having lunch with Peter Hain, who I had a lot of time for when he was Europe Minister. And he was at the time, for our younger viewers will not remember this, but there was a big debate around a European constitution and should we have one or not. And the government line, Blair's line, was absolutely, we do not want to have a referendum on the European constitution. And Hain, as the Europe Minister, was out to bat for this line. And I remember having lunch with him in the cutting edge in Cardiff Bay, and saying to him, well, surely there's a pro-European case for a referendum to remake the case again. And he said it was a very naive position to take, and I don't agree with that. And then, it's like 2 weeks later, the Mail had forced Blair to completely about turn on the policy, and all of a sudden the government committed to having a referendum. And poor old Peter Hain, who'd been spending months giving the line that, of course, as a matter of principle, we shouldn't have a referendum, was then saying, we have to have a referendum. And I thought, well, this kind of reinforces my view that if I do ever go into politics, don't want to be somebody who's constantly trying to read the weather and trying to tack my sails to go with the prevailing wind. Because when the wind changes, you're left looking like a right nana. And I think that's where people get fed up with politicians, because they say the same things, they use the same coded language, they don't answer the question, they obfuscate, and then they end up saying things they don't believe in and having to reverse. I thought, well, I don't want to do that.